What's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Diehard am here with you. We are live with SUPforce Live episode 28.
Priority 1 message from Starfleet coming in on secured channel.
And it is a wonderful podcast we have for you today. Let me just fix this here real quick because I still had the old setup from when I did the question and answer pod last week. All right, everybody, welcome to the stream. We are SUPforce. We are the premier multi-platform content creating support community, and you can find us at discord.gg/SUPforce. We are well worth the time that it takes to get to know us. Come on in. Oh, bang. All right, already we got a bot in the chat. Blast him. Let's go. Pew, 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 pew. There it is. Good job, DJ. We are the premier multi-platform content streaming community. We want to help you reach your goals. You can easily get to us by going to discord.gg/SUPforce. So make sure somebody puts that out there in the chat for people to click. It is an unbelievable community. We are definitely a family. We range anywhere from DLive, Twitch, Mixer, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, everything underneath the sun. If you're going to create content on it, we will support you. Even if it's thelive.com, .tv, whatever comes out in the future and people start streaming on it, we will be there to help support you. We are a wonderful community of gamers, makeup artists, foodies, which we'll be getting into later on in this podcast. Doesn't matter what you do, we're going to help you out with that. So trust me, we are the place to be, and we will be wonderful to help you and achieve your goals, whatever they may be, however big, however small. We will help you and give you the tools to achieve those goals. But like anything else, you got to work at it, right? As we talked about last week in our Q&A session that we had, you need to make sure that you're going to put in the work. So you have to put in the work with networking, talking to people. This is not just a come in and dump your link and that's all there is to it. It's not follow for follow. It's not lurk for lurk. That's not what we're about. We're about bringing people together in a community, getting to know each other, creating long-lasting relationships, friends, family. Maybe one day we'll be talking about a SUPforce wedding. Who knows? Crazier stuff has happened. So trust me on that. But we are here to help you out. So please remember discord.gg/SUPforce and, hit us up. We are over 670 strong in the server. We are working our way to getting to Discord partner. And also, guess what? We're less than a month away from our 1-year anniversary. That's right. 1-year anniversary coming up, July 5th. You don't want to miss out on it. So click that link, get out there, join SUPforce, and you won't be sorry. All right. So for the real reason that we're all here, we are here to get to know one of our mods that is in here. She is a wonderful human being. She, helps mod the channel, is always in everybody's stream, supporting, chatting, just trying to pump up chats and whatnot and get people involved. She is an awesome human being. She is a mod. She is the matriarch of SUPforce. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It is the one, the only Dizzy.
Hi.
The crowd's going wild. What's going on, Diz? How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing wonderful. Started the new job this week, so pumped about that.
Congrats.
Finally feel like a regular member of society once again. Not that I'm a freeloader on unemployment. I hated that. It was necessary, but I hated being on it for sure.
No doubt. And you said this is the 28th podcast? 28 is my lucky number.
Is it? Nice.
Yes, so I was born March 28th. Yes.
Perfect, then. Well, Diz, why don't you take a minute here, talk to the people, let them know a little bit about yourself, and we'll go from there.
All right. I'm Dizzy. I run SUPforce, and we have a lot of things in store. I got together a team of people, so a lot of things coming in the future. All right. We have right now a vegetable and fruit event going on. So if you have anything, make something with fruits and vegetables, just pop in chat, #SUPforce.
Well, we are
Yeah.
officially in the summertime. I believe it's next week is the official date of summer when it starts, even though most people say that Memorial Day is the unofficial start of summer. So we got the barbecues coming out. So, everybody makes, pasta salads, fruit salads, all that stuff for barbecues. So plenty of you out there during the weekend especially should be able to put some pictures out there of that. It's
Well,
this Saturday. Okay.
next week is breakfast foods. Then the week after that, leading into the 4th, is barbecue. And then for 4th of July and the birthday week, we're doing colors.
Nice, nice, nice.
Yeah.
Yes, this Saturday. That's what it is. Okay, well, if I knew it was either this Saturday, it was this weekend or next weekend. So awesome. It's a great time, though. Summertime is great. Although my favorite time of the year is fall. I love the fall because I love the cooler weather. Where I'm a big dude, so you can only walk around with so much clothes off. Otherwise it's illegal and nobody wants to see that. But during the fall, you can put on a nice hoodie and just have the windows open, and I love that time of year. What's your favorite time of year, Diz?
Well, when I lived in New York, I liked winter. But now that I moved north, I'd say pretty much either fall or spring.
Right.
Cold, but not too bad. In the middle.
It's only legal if you get caught. Well, no doubt, Rabble. And we've seen the pictures in the Rabble household of you, so don't have to worry about that. So Diz, I want to ask you too about. I know that you have a wonderful puppers. You want to talk about your puppers there a little bit?
He's an Irish wolfhound. He's humongous. He's bigger than me. Sweet boy. I have to bribe him to go outside. So I always have like marrow bones, and I'm like, okay, come on, go out. It takes forever, hours. He's lazy, kind of like a sloth. And then we just walk around the block. He used to be a big jumper, but Irish wolfhounds only live to about 8 to 10 years, and he's getting up there. So, yeah.
He's great at fetch. No, I can totally understand that. My one dog we have now, Gabby, she's 12, so she's up there. She is a rescue, so she's a shelter dog, so she's not a purebred or anything. And honestly, I don't think, unless the dog was going to be given to me, I don't know if I not go shelter. Like I love rescuing dogs, and I just, not that there's anything wrong with people getting purebreds. I just feel like there's so many dogs out there that are in shelters and whatnot that deserve a home that I wish I had a place where I could just have all the dogs. But I'm a dog guy though too. Cats, they're okay.
Yeah.
But dogs,
I hear they're psychotic. Every cat story I hear is really crazy.
And don't worry, people out there. I know that there's cats out there that care if you're around or care that you come home and everything. But let's face it, the majority of cats don't care if you get Tyler.
They're independent.
I swear to God, Tyler, I'm gonna time you out. You got to start already, Jesus. Anyways, oh yeah, Marina. I don't know if I could foster a dog though, because my thing would be is I get too attached, and I wouldn't want him to go. And then I'd be really, 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 really protective of like what home they go to and everything too as well. And that's the same thing with like, I would love to like get a senior dog from a shelter and just give them a good life, for however many years they have left. But we want to do foster for the Northwest Bulldog, dude. If you get an English Bulldog, I will take him from you. If you get a foster bulldog, I will come and take him from you, because that's my dream. That's why I have this one. Yeah, I have the tattoo of a bulldog here, because bulldogs are like over 3 grand to get, like on the low side. And it's like I can't justify that. I cannot justify spending that much money on a dog. I just can't. You know. Yeah, I would love to have one, but it's one of those things where could you? I'm sure in your head right now, Diz, you're like, oh, imagine the stuff I could do with 3 grand. If I just had 3 grand
I
to
would
just
get a
toss
dog.
like that.
Actually, that's one of my goals. And when I get to streaming again, is to add on another dog. Because
Yeah.
we had another one. He was 6 months younger,
Mm-hmm.
and he passed away from liver and kidney failure
Oh.
like 2 years ago, 4 years old. So I would love to get another dog. It's hard to find the breed, though. And my breeder is not breeding anymore.
Oh. Yeah, that sucks too when you have a reputable breeder too that you go to and then they just we're just done with it. Because I'm sure it weighs on them too. You know, it's
Yeah.
from what I see from people that breed dogs. Because I went to breeders' homes and everything, and it's just like that's your life too. You know, and I could see it would get exhausting doing that. You know, I don't. How often can dogs breed either? I don't even know.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like every 6 months they do it or if it's once a year, but still, you're figuring you got to breed them, and then once the puppies are born, then it's like another, what is it, 3 months before they can let the dogs go home with the owners and stuff like that. So it's just like you have to take care of all those dogs and you know hope that you break even at that point.
And all the shots, some breeders get shots
Right.
uh, pre-done, so it jacks up the price more.
Well, and that's like that's why bulldogs are so expensive is because you're paying for the vet bill. Because like from what I was told from breeders is that English bulldogs can't have puppies naturally, so they have to have like a cesarean section. So that's where all your money's going is to the vet bills for that. You know, it's it's wow. That's all I can say about it. But so, Diz, what do you like to do for fun besides, streaming and supporting everybody underneath the sun like you do and popping in everybody's chat? What is it that Dizzy likes to do for fun outside of Support Force?
I play my games and a lot of Star Trek. I will binge watch while I was in support since the start of Support Force. So like the end of the summer, I binge watched all from Enterprise to Voyager in chronological order. And I
Wow.
remember going in the chat and just telling everyone things that were happening in the episodes and stuff. I think that's by far one of my most favorite series out there.
That's crazy. That's a lot of TV to go through, too,
Oh,
with all of that.
yes.
Now, are you going to go through all the movies, too, or have you gone through all the
Oh, I
movies?
already did at the same time.
Is that did you enter them in there in the spots of the TV series? Like you take a break from the TV series and go to like the movie and then back?
The movie was at night, the TV series was during the day.
Okay.
So I went along with everything. Like I dedicated my time into watching it all because I just fell in love with them all. I think the next generation, I was upset and sad when it was over. I just felt like so empty inside. And then when I got to the end of Voyager, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to start all the way back at Enterprise.
Right.
So I'm still working on it, but I'm not binge watching it, but I'm still
Okay.
going through.
Well, let me ask you this then, since you're such a Star Trek fan. What is your opinion on the new set of movies they started doing with J.J. Abrams and having like the new Kirk and the new Spock and that?
I'm not a huge fan.
No?
I'm very old fashioned. I'm not for change. I like, yeah, very older fashioned thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So what was your? Oh, well, I'll just. Okay, hold on, guys. Just 1 second. If you're going to ask some questions, make sure that you at SUPforce so I see them. They're highlighted in the chat. But I really want to try to hold off on questions for a little bit longer. But I'll ask these real quick since they're there. Wolfie wants to know what's your favorite Star Trek generation?
Generation. Oh boy. Uh, it'll probably be the next generation. That one hit me when it hard when it was over.
That
It
one,
really did.
that one, I haven't watched all the seasons, but when I would watch Star Trek, I would watch The Next Generation. I did like and enjoy that a lot. And you did say that you're not a fan of the new movies because you don't like change and everything. So yes, Badly, she doesn't really like the new ones at all. It prefers the older ones.
And I'm one of those who won't watch Discovery. I tried. I
Mm-hmm.
couldn't. So
Who is your all-time favorite Star Trek character?
I love them all in certain ways. It's very hard to say. In Enterprise, I remember in the beginning, I didn't like T'Pol and her Vulcan attitude because I had no idea what it meant to be Vulcan and all the logic. And as I saw her character change by the end of all the seasons, I fell in love with her character.
Okay.
And I like Dr. Phlox in Enterprise. He was my favorite.
Panic says Neelix all the way.
Yes. And when Neelix came on the stream during Voyager, instant love. Oh, I just love Neelix.
Nice.
And I play Star Trek Online daily.
Okay.
So, yeah. And I haven't finished the episodes on there, but I do all the TFOs and dailies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, is that different than? Is it a different version than the one that's on mobile, or are you talking about the one on mobile?
No, this one I think was created in 2006. It's an MMO,
Okay.
and they actually have the actors' voices in the game, and the game actually goes along with the TV shows. So the episodes you can play through, it goes along with the TV series.
Okay. Now, I want to ask you this question because Brose kind of brought it up in chat. He says Grandpa loves Star Trek, and he said he was always a Star Wars guy. Do you like Star Wars?
I like the original ones better than the newer ones.
Okay. But majority of people, they're either on one side of the fence or the other. Yes,
I'm
there's some
totally Star
people-
Trek.
There's people that are in the middle. Yeah, see, if gun to your head and you had to pick one, you're picking Star Trek. Like
Yeah.
me, gun to my head, I'm picking Star Wars all day, every day.
And I love Baby Yoda. I stare at Baby Yoda like all day. My Instagram feed is all Baby Yoda.
I cannot wait for the next season of Mandalorian to see what happens.
Yes.
Hey, chat out there, let's go through it. If you're a Star Trek fan, put 1, and if you're a Star Wars fan, put 2. So 1 for Star Trek, 2 for Star Wars. We want to see where the chat lies with that. So go ahead and light up the chat with that. No, Panic, you got to pick one or the other. You can't pick both. No, Rebel, you can't pick 3. You have to pick one or the other. You have to, Panic. You have to. 3 Stargate Atlantis is what Tyler says. Oh my gosh, people. You just try to do. See, Panic picks 1, so you pick Star Trek. I know, people are going to be difficult. It's a simple question, okay? Don't need all the comedians in the chat, okay? If you want your chance to be a comedian, get to level 20, be active in the chat, and you can be selected for featured creator. Oh, so it looks like, it's kind of like split down the middle, which is what I figured, honestly. But it's just honestly funny that you see the Star Trek fans, that they are, the hardcore ones are vehemently against Star Wars, and vice versa too. So
That's true.
yeah, it's unbelievable how the right down the middle, they're just like one side or the other. But
Oh, I tease my friends all the time about the Jem'Hadar and the Stormtroopers, saying Jem'Hadar are way cooler.
But it is
Just
cool.
get it going.
It is cool to see some of the cosplay of what people do with Star Trek too, as well. You know, dressing up like Klingons or the Borg and things like that. It's pretty amazing to see what they do as well.
And I have a developing triple collection of all. Right, I was gonna wear one today, but I decided not to. I have like one like this,
Oh,
and they
nice.
just keep growing. They're everywhere now.
They're like bunnies.
They're just hair pieces, and I have them like everywhere. Triples everywhere.
Nice. So, what are your top five favorite movies that you like? Are they all Star Trek, or do you have other stuff too that you like that you
Oh
really
no,
enjoy?
I
Okay,
only saw the Star Trek movies once, so
okay,
oh boy. Um, Depends on the genre, I guess. Growing up, I really like Bedknobs and Broomsticks.
I love that movie as well. It's been a minute since I've
Yes.
seen it, and I know it's on Disney Plus. And I, scrolling through it, I would see it, and I'm like, oh, I should go back and watch that. But then
Oh yeah.
I get hooked on Star Wars, so
And I love the Sword and the Stone, the Round Table, King Arthur, things like that. Merlin. I like things around that time frame and
right.
magic. I like some vampire stuff, not all. Like Twilight, I never seen.
Okay,
Glamified vampires are not my thing. Uh, I love the new It movies.
okay,
Yeah, I watched them like 3 times in the last maybe 3 months.
nice. Now let me ask you this: Have you, because you're talking about vampires, have you ever saw? Did you ever see Interview with a Vampire?
I read the book and then I saw the movie and then I got angry at the movie because the it missed everything the book was about. The book was amazing and I hate reading. Like it was for school and my grandfather and I would go with our tape measure and we try to figure out which book had like the smallest width.
Okay.
And I ended up with that one and I really liked it.
Oh, and Anne Rice, who is the author, is an amazing author too. Sure, the whole series, the Lestat series, and that she has is pretty amazing. So if that's the only one you've read, you really should read like the rest of them in the series because I think you would. They all fall in the same vein and they're pretty awesome.
Yeah, I haven't read the other ones yet. I had that Queen of the Damned, but I didn't read
Mm-hmm.
it yet because that's the third book.
Right.
So, and I never got my hands on the second book, so I'm like, I'm gonna wait.
Because I, yeah, rule if I didn't, yeah, pun intended on that, and all in the same vein. Because I believe it was it the second one, or is there more than three? Because is the second one the Vampire Lestat?
Yeah,
Yeah. So it's the whole thing with Tom Cruise. It was hard to get past that too as well with that whole thing. But um, speaking of like bringing books into film and that, and I know there's people out there, I think Rabble included, who will agree with me that the Percy Jackson series, because like me, I'm really into mythology. I love Greek mythology and that, and all the stories, and that. I even took a class in my senior year in high school on mythology, and I read the books of the Percy Jackson series, and they were amazing. And they brought out the movies, and then the first one was just like, okay, it was okay, and then they did the second one, and the second one was just total abomination. But now Disney has come out and said that they're bringing out Percy Jackson in a book, I mean, in a TV series. And the whole world, that's all Percy Jackson fans, are just, here we go. Please don't suck. Just please don't suck. And so that's, what it's going to be. It's going to be interesting to see if they do a good job with the. Yeah, it probably will suck, but Rebel, you're gonna have to check out at least the first season of it to see. But we'll see what happens with it. What's like your favorite comedy movie?
comedy. I can't think right now. It's not often I watch movies because when I was younger, I was really bad in school.
Mm-hmm.
And I decided that I wasn't going to watch movies until I got my grades up. Well,
Okay.
my grades never got better. So I'm trying to catch up on all the movies now. Like anything that looks interesting, I'll watch it.
Okay.
It's hard to pick a comedy.
Well, it's funny. My wife was not the same with the grades and everything, but she never really went to the movies or watched movies that didn't have cable in their house. So like when she met me and everything, and at the time I was living with my parents, we would go to the movies like every weekend, sometimes twice a weekend. We were going to see movies, and she's just like, I've never seen so many movies before, And it's like now she's saw so many movies because when we first were together, I was like, oh, did you see The Princess Bride? Nope. Okay, we got to watch that. Have you seen this movie? Have you seen this? Nope, nope, nope. So we're just going back through and just watching old movies and everything. So,
Sounds like me.
but it's fun, especially for me, knowing how those movies are and like the Goonies. Okay, she never saw The Princess Bride before she met me, Tyler, but she has now. Um, but it's fun to see the reaction too, to see part of it is like you see the Goonies, okay, and the Goonies was back in late '80s, and it was a different time for making movies then. And you look at the way movies are now, and people are just like young kids are like, oh, that sucks because look at the visual effects, and it's like, no, you don't understand. You got to look at the story, look at all the kids together, and that's the way it was growing up back then, and it's hard to you know to introduce people to that. Um, let's get into some gaming chat with you real quick too. Do you remember what your first video game you ever played was?
I remember my dad had an Atari Lynx,
Ooh,
and yeah,
you don't hear
and
that very often. You don't hear about the links.
and I used to love his California BMX game. I used to love playing Chips Challenge. I actually on my old PC, found Chips Challenge as an emulator so I can keep playing it. I was so
Nice.
happy to find it. That was my very first, and I used to love those. And at 6 years old, my dad got me into the computer games. I used to watch him play the original Doom,
Mm-hmm.
and then I got into that, and then a whole lot of learning games because going to school, typing games.
Right. Now,
I've always been in front of the computer.
now, did your dad ever have like LAN parties or go to a LAN party where he would take his computer and they would all hook him up and play multiplayer together in like in a basement or anything?
No, but my
Oh,
home felt like it.
okay.
Computers everywhere. He and I would play against each other with each other. We had Sega. I had a Nintendo. I didn't have an Xbox, but yeah, we're all 100% computer people. I built my own PC, so
Nice.
I take after him that way.
So you built your first PC by yourself?
Yep, the one I'm using now is the one I built.
Okay.
Actually, what happened, my uncle was going to have me a custom made PC for me.
Okay.
It never really worked. Then it decided to, well, I don't know, it died. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to try to build one.
Mm-hmm.
So I bought all the parts, and this thing's amazing. It has two 1080s in there, um, i7 6850K, 32
Nice.
gigabytes RAM. I think a 1200 watt maybe.
Power supply.
PCU, yeah, power supply. Oh, this thing's massive. 12 terabyte hard drives.
Holy Jesus.
Yeah, well, together 12 terabytes. But
Right.
yeah, I could, if I had the internet, I could game on there. I could create movies. I could create my own games on there. Not that I'm going to because I don't know how to do that. But this thing is powerful.
Well, I think since you created such a beast there, you should create your own internet out there because us in the staff chat we've talked with Dizzy and she's told us about the internet struggles they have out there where she's at. So I think you should just build your own internet out there since you can build a beast of a PC.
Oh, I sometimes I call them just to complain.
Right.
Just like, when are you gonna get us updated? When are you gonna get us updated? We don't know. They want everyone to tell them to sign a petition. So sometimes I'll just call them like, you can go. Canada is the worst place for internet. I looked it up, and they are up there for the top worst places to have internet.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wish we'd have known about that before you moved.
Right.
Listen, can't move anywhere that does not have internet. Okay, we need decent internet in order to move there. Okay, no matter where it's at.
Yeah, a minimum of a 3 upload at least,
Right.
not a 1, and only get like a 0.5.
And I apologize, everybody out there. You keep seeing me taking drinks, but I went to the doctor today because I pulled a muscle on my neck 2 weeks ago, and they gave me some steroids, and I went through that regimen. Well, they gave me more powerful steroids to use, so I'm just thirsty all the time now. Um,
real quickly.
let's talk about what was the first game that you ever streamed?
I tried, I think, Arc,
Okay.
and it didn't work because I was still living here.
Hmm.
And then I went back to the States, and it might have been 7 Days to Die
Okay.
or Arma. One of the two, I don't know. But I remember the very first one I tried was Arc.
Okay. And did you like the game, or did you like, just not for you?
And well, it was a little difficult without a map,
Hmm.
and my friend just kept chasing me around and being crazy.
Right.
And well, you just saw the shenanigans and the trouble more
Nice.
than playing.
Well, I know when you and I met on D Live, which is where where I recruited you from. You were a big time Rust player, and what drew you into that game?
My friend, he bought it for me, and then he decided to mod his own servers.
Okay.
And like I saw him mod 7 Days to Die, over 120 zombies in there, including Jason running around the map. And then he's like, okay, let's try this game. So he and I got on, tried it. He ran with it. I kept switching games. It was fun, but he adds like a whole level of excitement to the game.
Oh, absolutely.
Zombies, you don't find them in the vanilla. Scientists shooting zombies is really awesome. Um, Bears popping out of barrels. A shark, there was a shark in the water at one point. Every time someone dies, I think there was a horde that gained another zombie to it.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, oh, he goes crazy all out, and it's his servers are amazing. And I forgot how many servers he has out now, like 10 or something like that. And
Yeah.
they wipe every week. And there's like one PvE server with PvP zones,
Right.
and I go on that one to play.
Well, plus one of the big complaints that I heard about people being in Rust servers is just like if you're not there a majority of the time, you're gonna get raided and your base is gonna get ransacked. And I'm sure with you being a friend
Yeah,
of the mod, people aren't gonna touch your stuff because they're gonna be hell to pay if they do.
things happen. It's the game.
Right.
I, I'll go on to help out, but I haven't been on in a while. I'm busy with my Star Trek. I'm
Yeah.
enjoying Red Dead 2 lately. That
Nice.
game is so fun.
Have
I'm
you
glad I bought it.
have you tried any of the online of it yet, or just doing?
Yeah,
Okay. Have
that's
you
what, I haven't tried story mode.
what? I'm hoping it hits Game Pass for troll content. What? How far are you in the story for Red Dead, or have you even approached the story? Just
I
just doing
haven't.
just doing online.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm so busy with support force. I try to go in for like an hour or two in the evening.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm hanging out on the Discord.
Do you have? Does your setup have two computer screens, or do you only have one?
Actually, I kind of have three.
Oh well, there you go.
I have a television screen all the way over there that I can move to see on my bed. I got a screen there and a screen in front of me.
Nice. Well, there you go. See,
I
you can
need
have.
more.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because my setup, I have an arm, a monitor arm that will hold four monitors. Right now, I only have two on it because I need to get better monitors. And what I'm going to do is I want to get two new gaming monitors and have those like on the bottom, and then have my other monitors that I have now on the top, so I can have everything up there. So, um, so let's talk a little bit about Food Force. Okay, this was your baby that you brought to
Yeah.
Support Force, and you wanted to get some interaction, and it's gone off without a hitch. I mean, it's just amazing. There's a lot of people using it, tagging the hashtag Food Fight to get XP and whatnot. Uh, when you first brought this to the staff team and wanted to run with it, did you think it would be as big as it is right now?
Well, it was there, and I noticed something was missing. And so I came up with an idea, and I'm like, okay, Dizzy, run with it. So I ran with it, and I'm like, all right, it's getting a little difficult for me solo because when I get a notification, I have to check right away.
Mhm.
It's just me. So I'm like, I need a team. If you look at any food competition out there, they have a team, judges, whatever. So I'm like, this can bring like a whole thing to life because people think Food Force is Dizzy, but I want it to be more of a community thing. So I want to see more people using it. People not just being like, oh, Dizzy this, Dizzy that for the Food Force. It's community. Like, come to my table, sit down, enjoy yourself.
Right.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Big Italian dinner type deal.
Well, especially
Hugs,
now,
kisses.
with a lot of the way the restaurants are, they have community seating too. A lot of the new up and coming restaurants, they'll do community seating where it's everybody sitting at the same table. You only have a party of two, but you're sitting at a table that fits 16 people because that's the way that people are doing it now. So it all makes sense to go that route too as well. Do you want to talk about who's on your team?
We have Yoshi, who is going to be doing pop-up holiday stuff. So like Father's Day is coming up, so we have an event planned for like 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
We'll give people time in advance to pick their stuff, their shopping list,
Nice.
and we were gonna do some. I have my notes here. All right, whoever wants, we're gonna do some random food posts in there. If anyone needs help, I'm going to try to get like a role for us. So if anyone needs help, they could just tag the team.
Mm-hmm.
Spud's Lightyear is on the team. He's going to work with Marina on Instagram collabs. And we're going to try to like create a powder room effect, but for food.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
And Mally and I are doing an Art Force Food Force collab. You can see her the first post today. She did an art of the food and a cute little saying. Thank you, Mally. And Elmo is going to be on the team. I still have to talk to him
Good.
about what his plans are. But yeah, more heads, the better. I want everyone involved, not just like the team members. Because everyone uses the channel. It's the Discord channel. Feel free to use it, talk, ask questions. I like it when people list their ingredients, so it gives content to talk about.
Oh, absolutely.
Or methods.
Yep, and it's great to share recipes and ingredients and stuff, so people can try them at home. And
yeah,
I guess I'm just spitballing here too, but it's like if you maybe do something special for like if you have a week where post your best recipes and your pictures of it, and the actual recipe, and then the next week okay, if you pick somebody's recipe and do it on your own, then you get XP for it and post that you tried it.
That's a good idea. I'll have to write that down.
Kind of like, I guess you could say kind of like a nailed it, but not really, because we're not going for like a fancy looking cake or anything, just hitting the dish,
That's another thing. Nailed it. Because nailed it has like everyone. You don't have to be a professional chef. And we want everyone involved. We're thinking about doing challenges on a more smaller scale and have people come on and we'll broadcast it while we talk about SUPforce right here on this channel. So this channel has more than just a pod and keeps the community all together.
Absolutely. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's obviously, we want to get as many people involved in things in the community as possible. So, whatever helps to get that done, we should do it.
Exactly.
So do you have any like up and coming things that you're thinking about doing? Maybe pull behind the curtain a little bit and let us in on a little something, just a little taste, if you will.
I have no idea yet.
No.
No. Whatever comes to my mind. If I like my pretzel hut there, I just decide I'm going to take a whole bunch of pretzels and build a hut.
I'm just I'm spitting. All of a sudden,
Wing it.
I'm just getting ideas right now for some reason. But what about, because July 5th is the SUPforce birthday? What about doing a competition for people doing birthday cakes for Support Force?
We already have figured that out.
Okay.
That's going to be during the colors. So we didn't want to limit it to just dessert. We're going to focus on colors for that. So the week is going to be like red and white and blue because July 4th.
Hmm.
And then for the day, it's going to be blue, green, and orange.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. So make sure, everybody out there, that you're paying attention for that. Like we said, a lot of big things coming for the week of Support Force birthday, including, and we'll talk about it, including the huge podcast that we're going to do on the 8th. I believe that's what it is the 8th, because 5th, 6th, no, 7th. This is 7th, is that Wednesday, where we're going to have all of the founders and the supers and the managers on the pod and do a 1 year of Support Force. Look at where we've been, where we're at, and where we're going. So you're not going to want to miss that. And we'll just go through it real quick since I just talked about that. Next week is our next feature creator that we get. And then the week after that, we're going to take a break. And then we will be on that podcast. So just so you know. And LOD, thank you for that raid of a party of 5. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you. Yes, Rebel, if you missed the first show, brace yourself for another. I don't think it will be as bad as that one was. We've come a long way since episode 1 of the podcast with all the founders and that. So I think we'll be just fine with that.
Yes.
So if you guys have questions out there, please go ahead and tag at SUPforce and throw it in the chat, and we will ask some questions to Diz. Let me ask you this though, Diz. Well, before Rabble does it, I'll ask the question, and then you can take off. We talked about this. You can take off with whatever you want. Is what animal would you be and why?
There it is. Well, I've been thinking of it for a while, and I can't really think of a specific animal. What do other people think I should be? My husband and my mom gave me an answer. I'll say it at the end.
All right. So everybody out there, go ahead and put into chat what animal you think that Dizzy would be. So what animal do you think she would be? Just put it into chat, and she wants to see if it matches up with what her husband and her mom thought.
And Steph can't do it because Steph knows from last night's conversation.
Oh, well, Madly already put one in.
Oh.
She said butterfly.
Oh, wait. She wasn't there, so she's fine.
Okay. Yoshi, no, you're okay, Madly. So Madly says butterfly. Anybody else have any other guess? And Marina says, I would say she's a butterfly because she's so free-spirited.
Aw. I thought about that, but butterflies come out in the warmth. I kind of like the cold. So I don't know if I could be a butterfly. Though I've always admired butterflies.
Well, that's how, when you first started it, that's how you said hi to everybody, was you would put butterfly.
And I still do.
Yeah. Not as much, though. Now you actually
True.
talk and say, hey, guys, what's going on? Instead of just butterfly.
Sometimes I do.
Rebel says, reindeer, because nobody has picked it.
That would be good. I'll be Rudolph.
LOD says fox.
Ooh, I like
A
that.
snow fox?
I also like water. Do they swim?
I don't know if they swim or not. Wolfie says snow leopard.
Ooh, some good ones. I don't know. Well, my husband and my mom both said I'd make an excellent penguin.
Let's ask the penguin expert, Mr. Rabble. Would Dizzy make a good penguin? Could she be with your kind?
When I was in high school, I remember I was walking and this girl comes up to me and she's like, Are you drinking something? Because when I walk, I don't walk straight. I go in zigzag.
Rebel says, yeah, she good.
She good. Okay, thank you, Rebel.
There you go, Rebel. You have an honorary penguin with you. There you go. Um, okay, so DJ wants to know, what game would you play for the rest of your life?
Arma 3.
That's your number one game, huh?
Uh-huh.
What do you like about that game so much?
I kind of like war games. I like the thermal scope in that game. I like popping heads. If I'm like angry or something, I just like
this snapping necks out there.
Yeah, that's like my aggressive game or something. I just love it because it's a simulator, not like GTA, which is point and shoot. You actually have to adjust everything correctly and
Yeah.
this and that. And yeah, it's complex enough to keep me occupied
Right.
that, yeah, that would be my number one choice, ARM.
Nice. LOD, yes, you can do hashtag lurk at Augustus and then put the Twitch tag, and then you'll get credit for that boost. DJ says, I'm going back to sloppy. Bye. Leaves chat in fear. Yes, Augustus. That's one of the bots, LOD. That's how you boost SUPforce items. The podcast boost is done through my name, so that way I'm tagged in it because I have to do it manually. But the normal boosts of chat, lurk, follow, raid, all of those, you at Augustus instead of me. And then you get your credit for those. So make sure, because I know you raided, you do that, do the raid, and the lurk and that in the chat, because you chatted in here too, dude. So you're good on that. And your hashtag podcast too. I'm kidding. Got to pop those bot heads that come in chat. Yes, you do. When they come in and say, "Hey, you want to be famous?"
Yes, I do. Not really. I don't think I could handle a famous life. I've seen scary things happen with streamers, and they're not on that high end scale.
Can somebody help out LOD in the boost? Yeah, the podcast isn't going to automatically give you the boost, LOD. I have to do that manually. So you're fine with what you put in there. You're good. You're good with the podcast. Anyways, make if there's any mods out there too, make sure you're looking at the boost support. The Augustus tagging is not working, so talking affiliate. Okay, all right. Anyways, do we have any other questions out there for Dizzy? I know people have questions for her, especially after finding out that she likes to snap heads out there in Arma. Because that's something I didn't know either. I knew she liked Arma, but I didn't know it was because she likes to snap heads out there.
It's just fun. You're like sneaking around on the ground. It's all dark. I love going at night because the AI have no brain cells whatsoever. And just go around, sneaking around.
I'll tell you what, is a great AI that isn't stupid is Kevin in Alien Isolation. Anybody who watched me play that game, Kevin's a prick. He learns. Oh my gosh. What is there anything coming? Well, I mean, let's ask this. Since you like Arma so much, is there any like updates or anything coming out for Arma? Is there any DLCs or maybe Arma 4?
I heard something about Arma 4, but I'm not sure about it. And the last DLC, it wasn't really that great, I heard, so I didn't purchase it.
Okay.
And the DLC before that, they just took stuff from the workshop that were made by players and slapped a price tag on it, so I didn't buy that one either. But all the other DLCs, I have it. I have no idea what else is going to be out there.
Okay. Plus, you would have thought that they would have they would, if they're working on Arma 4, that you would see more about it too. You know, especially now there's like a void of everybody's concentrating on PS4 and Xbox. I mean PS5 and Xbox Series X. That it'd be a fine time to kind of divert some attention away from that and just sneak up and just snipe some of that all that publication out there.
Right now, I'm focused on Red Dead 2. I played Arma once in the last week.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, my go-to game is Red Dead 2, but for all time, it would be Arma.
Nice.
I don't keep up on the news on that one. Empyrean, which I have streamed in the past, just came out with Alpha 12, and it's going to get a lot more fun because there's factions in there now, and there's teleporters, and it's becoming kind of like No Man's Sky, but in its own way, which I'm really excited for that. It came out yesterday, and 7 Days to Die, I think they're up to Alpha 19, should be coming out soon too.
Nice.
Yeah.
Madly wants to know, what's your favorite dish to make?
I love broccoli. Anything with broccoli. I could be a broccoli. I eat so much broccoli.
So forget penguin. She's going to be a broccoli.
Exactly. I'll be a vegetable. And I can't think of... I used to really love ravioli, but I haven't been eating too much pasta. Okay. But that was fun. I'm planning on trying to make ravioli again soon. So if I do the avocado cheese in the fridge, I'll take pictures.
Nice. I've had deep fried ravioli before, and that's pretty good too.
Deep fried anything is good.
They had it at one of the Italian restaurants I went to, and it was good. It was good. Rabble, does anyone know the price of the PS5? Neither does anyone who watched the press release. I thought I heard the rumor is $800 for a PS5, and that's probably the Xbox Series X will be about the same price too. And if that's the case, if it's that much even for an Xbox Series X, I won't get it. I won't. There's no point in that. There's no point in me spending $800 for a console when I have a PC right here that can do everything in the same. And I just have to upgrade a couple of pieces if later on. So, Yoshi wants to know, what's your favorite cooking show?
I used to love Chopped. I don't watch as much cooking shows now. I go on YouTube and I'll watch different food things. It could be from like food ASMR type stuff to like Keto Connect to Thomas DeLauer. Just like food. I see food, I'm gonna watch it.
Right.
I used to sit there because I always had a double screen. I would have like a recipe on one side or a food video on one here. I would compare recipes. I should have became a chef, but I didn't. My uncle was the chef in the family.
Marina says she loves Hell's Kitchen.
That's fun.
I used to like watching Hell's Kitchen just because of Gordon Ramsay, though. Because Gordon Ramsay don't care. He's just going to tell you how it is, I also like watching his, when he had Hotel Hell, when he did those were always good too. When he goes into these hotels and like judges everything, not just the food, but like where he's staying and all of that. That's crazy to see some of that stuff. But I tell you what I like to watch Bar Rescue. You ever watched that before?
Oh yeah, that one's good too.
John Taffer is amazing in that show too. And did you know that he actually has a relationship show too?
Oh?
Yeah, where he brings like a couple that's in trouble out to an island and he does marriage counseling with them. Could you imagine that guy giving you marriage advice?
I'm gonna have to look that up now.
Not that he's bad at marriage advice, just his whole demeanor and everything. The way he would sit there, he'd yell at you and say, "You need to shape up. Are you gonna do it?" Be like, "Yes,
it makes sense.
Yes, sir. I'll do it."
Some people need it.
Yeah. Well, it's funny when you see like people push back on him and everything when he's trying to help him out. And I know probably a lot of it's for the TV and that, but still, at the same time, you invited this guy out there because you're obviously in trouble and you're not going to listen to him with the track record he has. Like, come on, don't be stupid. Let's see. Madly goes, do you like broccoli and smoothies?
I never had.
I don't think I could do it.
I don't know if I could. I like steamed broccoli. I can't even do raw broccoli.
See, that's my thing. I love cooked broccoli. I cannot stand raw broccoli.
See, I grew up thinking raw vegetables were bad for me. Salad was bad for me. All vegetables had to be steamed. So I grew up with like steamed broccoli, asparagus, those type of greens, not salad.
But it's so funny because I like when you have a vegetable plate there. I don't like raw broccoli. I don't like raw cauliflower, and people love that. But I will eat raw green peppers and raw carrots. But I won't eat cooked green. I won't eat cooked green peppers. I won't do it. I don't like it. So that's my weird thing. Is like when you look at stuff like that. Just like I love tomato sauce, pizza sauce, ketchup. Hate tomatoes. I just hate them. I can't eat it.
And you don't like barbecue sauce.
And I don't like barbecue sauce. I don't like a majority of barbecue sauce. There's a local joint that's in downtown Detroit that I tried. They had like some burnt ends, and I'm sure people out there that know food know what burnt ends are. And they had some barbecue sauce, and I was just like, all right, well, I'll just try it. And I dipped it. And I'm like, oh, that's pretty good, but it wasn't like the way like a sweet barbecue or anything, or even tangy. It was different. I liked it.
Okay.
Let's
My
see.
thing is hot sauce. I love hot sauce.
Oh, put that shit on everything.
Oh yeah.
Frank's Red Hot. Winkfire wants to know thoughts on tortellini. I'm gonna jump in here first. I love tortellini. I love whether it's cheese tortellini. I've had sausage and cheese tortellini. It is amazing. And like tortellini is like probably one of my favorite pastas out there. Like I love tortellinis.
Speaking about salad, actually, I have a recipe for a tortellini salad that's really good with like cucumbers in there and like mozzarella cheese and other stuff. Oh, it's good.
Okay.
Italian dressing.
I like doing the okay, hold on one second. I like when like somebody makes like the pasta salad where it's the pasta with Italian dressing and like salami and cheese in it. I don't know if you've seen those pasta salads. I like those. Those are good. But I don't like when people make like pasta salad with like mayonnaise and all that. I don't like that.
Yeah, I'm the mayonnaise type for potato salad or macaroni.
Right. Let's see here. Going through this. Marina says raw celery is good. Tastes like whatever you put on it. Yes, because you literally burn more calories eating celery than what's in celery. Dark Fast Streams, thank you so much for that follow. We appreciate it here at SUPforce. Marina says we have a place that does 500 flavors of wings. Jesus.
Okay, I'm going down there for a visit, or we're going.
That's crazy. 500 flavors of wings. I don't know how I feel about that, honestly. I would think that if you're a wing place, you have like your ones that you're good at, and you just stick to those. You know what I mean? You don't need 500 because I mean, how many people are gonna order the 500th one? How long has that sauce been sitting there? How much are you wasting by having 500 sauces? Or is it a matter of they save 500 because, oh, let's add some garlic parm in there and then some spicy garlic, mix that up. Okay, that's another one. Is that what they're doing with their 500 sauces? Like they really have like maybe 20 sauces, but with the combinations of all the different sauces, it gives them 500? That just seems excessive, 500 of them. Yeah. What's up, Llama 812? Mrs. Rabble, I love wings. What's up? Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Probably some fruit flavors. Yeah, probably. But I mean, probably all of them have some kind of pepper in them too. Wolf's Realm, SUPforce Potential, push for affiliate, SUPforce Pod Raid, target, thanks to the SF feature creator, if Dizzy isn't streaming afterwards. I don't think you're streaming afterwards, right, Diz?
No,
Yeah.
I'm not set up.
So do me a favor, Wolf, DM me the link, and that way I could use it to do the raid if they're still on when we end here. Rebel's having smoky sriracha wings right now. Are there ones that you made, Rebel? Because if you made them and you didn't put a picture in SUPforce, shame on you.
Yes.
Especially when we have the matriarch of SUPforce here, and it's her pod, and you didn't put a picture of the wings that you made. And if you didn't make them and they're just store-bought, who cares? Post it anyways.
Exactly. It's food.
Nah,
It's edible. Post it.
pizza slut, he says. All right. Oh, Mr. Clean and Dirty? Wasn't he on Facebook? He must have been on. I swear he was on Facebook. Yeah, he swapped to Twitch. Thanks, Rebel. I thought so because I was like, wait a minute. Why? And I know he was in there, and I'm like, wait a minute, he's not affiliate, but it's like, oh yeah, he was on Facebook. Okay, cool. All right. Do we have any more questions out there for the one, the only Dizzy? Boop, 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 boop. But please tell me that, Diz, when you get back to streaming, that you will stream some of that Star Trek Online gameplay.
If my computer can handle it. Or the internet, I should say. My computer can handle anything.
Yeah, your computer should be able to handle it. Rebs wants to know cake or pie?
Cake.
Absolutely cake. 100% cake.
No brainer.
And Madly wants to know, what's your favorite color?
Blue.
Blue. What kind of blue? Are we talking sky blue, baby blue, navy blue, aqua blue?
I like them all. It's a common color.
Okay.
Blue and purple are my top two, pretty much. Yeah.
Rabble, 100%, unless it's pudding pie. I will agree with you on that, Rabble. I do love a good pudding pie. Like French silk pie, that's good. I like French. Wolf's Realm wants to know, what is your quest?
My quest for what?
Oh. I think he's doing Monty Python. Is that what you're doing, Wolf? You're doing Monty Python?
See, that would go right over my head.
Holy Grail. Yep, I got it. As soon as you said it, I was like, oh, I think I know what he's doing. Dark Alpha wants to know, if you would ever open your own restaurant, what kind of restaurant would it be? That's an interesting question. I like that one.
I've thought of a food truck. When my grandfather was alive, I would cook Moroccan and French food along with American food. Now, it's pretty much a lot of burger and chicken.
Okay.
So, I'd probably do some sort of burger or hot dog food truck type of thing.
Nice. I would definitely eat at that food truck for sure. Elmo wants to know, what's your favorite Hot Pocket?
I don't eat Hot Pockets.
No, there you go, Elmo. She doesn't eat Hot Pockets. Me, it's pizza. Is the pepperoni ones. I love the pepperoni ones. I tried like the ham and cheese ones in that. I didn't like them as much. But I haven't had a Hot Pocket in years either. Might have to buy a set just to have one. Mrs. Rabble says, what's your favorite thing to cook? Did we ask that already?
Well, I said broccoli and ravioli.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
pepperoni or cheeseburger, or the taco ones are awesome too. The taco one I might want to try. Dark Alpha wants to know, ever had Dutch food? If yes, what kind of food was it?
Dutch food? No. I've had cheese. That's about it.
Right.
The Gouda. Other than that, no. Ooh, cauliflower with melted Gouda is really good. My grandmother used to make that.
Cheese is French, ma'am. Wolf, it's broccoli. It says, what's your favorite vegetable?
Broccoli, definitely broccoli. I definitely could turn into a broccoli.
I like to cook. What I'll do is it's gonna sound weird, but I'll boil like fresh broccoli in a pot, and then I'll make a chicken and rice casserole with the broccoli in there, and then throw cheese over the top. It's really good. Oh, he says with or without cheese on the broccoli.
Doesn't matter. I could take it or leave it. It's broccoli. I'll probably eat it no matter what.
The other thing I like to do is I'll make green beans, fresh green beans, because I can't. It's funny because I always ate canned green beans, and then one time my wife and I ate at it's Macy's now. I don't know if you know what Macy's is, but
yep.
It was Hudson's at the time, and they have a restaurant in there. Well, I had a steak there, and the vegetable was green beans, and they were fresh green beans because they were crisp. And the way they cooked them was with some butter and then Montreal steak seasoning on them. So that's how I make my green beans now. Is I'll make them fresh, snap off the ends and everything, throw them in a pot, and then drain the water, and then throw some butter on there and throw some Montreal steak seasoning on there and mix them up. It's so good.
It's good with eggs too. For breakfast, add eggs. So super good. Montreal steak seasoning with eggs. Yes.
I might have to try that. I'm hoping to one day soon get a flat top grill, and
I want one. I'm staring at them.
Yeah, I just recently got a new grill last year, so it's kind of a hard sell to get a new grill. But the wife allowed me to say, like, this Christmas, like, my parents just get us, like gift cards because they're down in Florida. And this year they got us gift cards for Lowe's so we could get a new ceiling fan for our bedroom. And I'm going to tell them that I want Menards gift cards because they have a flat top grill that I want there. And I'll definitely have one for next year for sure. Because my cousin got one.
You can food stream it.
Oh yeah, my cousin got one, and we went over there early one morning to have breakfast there, and I was just like, you don't touch a man's grill, right? He's grilling and everything. I'm gonna let him go, but I was like sitting there going, oh my god, you gotta flatten it out. You gotta do this. You gotta do that. And I'm like, ah.
You ever watch Barbecue Pit Boys?
No.
Oh, their food is good. The guy goes around with a machete too. He does everything with machete, and he has like these big hands. Oh, everything looks so delicious.
Oh, I'll have to definitely look into that. Dark Alpha says, non-food question: if you could travel only one more time in your life, where would you travel
to? I had a few trips in mind that I wanted to try. I've been to France before.
Nice.
And I would like to go to Morocco at least once before I pass, because my grandfather lived there for 10 years.
Oh.
And he and I were really, really close to each other. So I would love to go there one day.
Okay.
And definitely back to France. I want to see southern France. It is beautiful in the south, and I have not seen it down there yet.
Nice.
But I hear there's a lot of crime down in the south there, and to be careful. So we'll see if I get to it or not.
Well, you just snap back some heads, like you're an arm of three. Good. Nobody will mess with you.
If only I had the courage in real life.
I have 3 places that I really would love to go to. One, I kind of tie them together, is Ireland and Scotland. I've always wanted to go there. I want to go to Italy. And then the third place would be Greece. I would love to go to Greece. Like I said, with all the mythology and everything, I'd love to go and see like all of the sites and everything there, see the temples and whatnot. see the Acropolis, all of it. I
That would
want
be
to take it
beautiful.
all in. So, yeah, Australia. Have you seen the freaking bugs and crap that are in Australia? No way. If you if you ever want to say why not to go to Australia, just Google search Australian bugs, and you'll see some shit that you're just like spiders and whatnot that you're like, holy hell, no way, no way.
I heard kangaroo meat's pretty lean.
I wouldn't doubt that, you know, especially with, because of how muscular they are and everything, and they hop around everywhere. That's the same thing with venison. Venison is like one of the leanest meats we have here, too. Venison steak
Nice.
is very good, very good.
I've had moose before. I've had venison meatballs once.
Yeah.
Don't really remember them. And the person who cooked the moose didn't cook it right.
Oh, well, my grandfather, he was an avid hunter and belonged to, a sportsman club, and they would have yearly wild game dinners. So he would take me, and I would get to try stuff. Like I tried alligator. It's way too tough. I don't know if it's the way the guy cooked it, but it was just like chewing shoe leather. It was just bad.
I've tried it once before and I liked it because I went back to the States and I did a get together with like my cousins and friends. And my cousin ordered some alligator dish. And I'm like, hey, let me try that. So she gave me a piece. I'm like, oh, that's not too bad. I've ate frogs legs before.
Oh, really?
It tastes like chicken.
Does it?
Yeah,
Well, they made some good stuff. I've had moose. It was good. I've had rabbit. That's decent. But
rabbit's good.
there was a guy who did like a bunch of stuff with venison. They had venison steaks which were phenomenal. But then he made venison chow mein, like literally made chow mein with venison meat, and it was actually pretty good. I was actually
Nice.
impressed with how good that was. Who is the Animal Force leader? Animal Force doesn't have a leader right now, but if people had ideas and wanted to run with it, we sure would be, you know, definitely up for hearing it. Cactus Spectre, and he says, "Hey Diz,
Hi.
let's see, go naked and afraid, Diehard. No, Spectre, I'm not going naked and afraid. I will never survive on that. When I was younger, I was this close. Like I had the video camera out and everything, and I was trying to put together a video to be on Survivor. But we're talking like, God, what year are they in Survivor now? What season? It's like 20 something. So this was like after like season 2 when they went to Australia. I wanted to put in a video on that. So it was a while ago. I was a lot younger, and a lot skinnier than I am now. I mean, honestly, the way I am now, being on Survivor would probably be a great thing for me. I'd lose so much weight because there's no way I'm eating bugs and all that shit. No way. Oh,
Protein.
Madly wants to know, what is the weirdest thing you've ever ate?
Define weird because a person's weirdness can go anywhere. Because I just said I ate frog's legs. I have ate escargot before. I've tried ostrich. I didn't like it.
No?
Um, I said I've ate moose. I think that's around the top things, the weirdest things that I've tried.
Well, I would think most people would think like escargot is weird because of us being here and not being like overseas. They would eat that. But when you see, Madly says, what? Ostrich? Moose? What about rabbit?
I've ate rabbit.
Have you had squirrel?
No.
No squirrel. Brose says, I ate alligator. That was probably the strangest thing. No, it's
I had an alligator.
yeah, like I said, it might be just the way the guy prepared it, but it was like thin, like I think it were like thin steaks, so they're probably like about like that big, so it wasn't a lot. So maybe they just killed it too much. And
When
that's
I
why.
ate it, I went to a restaurant in New York City for like um some I think it was kind of like a Louisiana type of restaurant or something. Some southernish type of food. I forgot exactly. That's
Cajun
why they
food,
had it.
Creole.
I don't remember. But I did I remember buying pasta when I was there. But Yeah, New York City has everything.
Spectre says roadkill with a question mark.
Re- I haven't, but just fry up some potatoes, roast some potatoes. I'm good.
Oh man. Does anybody else have anything else that they want? Oh, Wolf's Realm said he had sea cucumber and eel. Those were the weirdest things he's ate.
Oh,
Well, eel because you probably had it in sushi, and probably sea cucumber, but the same thing. Yeah, llama. We do love animals, but guess what? I love animals in my belly too.
yes.
I know where.
I couldn't pass as a vegetarian or a vegan. I definitely couldn't.
No way.
Mm-mm.
Maddie wants to know what's your favorite holiday.
Holiday. When I was younger, it was Hanukkah because I got presents all 8 days. Now I don't really celebrate much. I liked Halloween, but I get no trick or treaters, so I don't dress up anymore. Um, my birthday is that a
There
holiday?
you go. Yeah. We also said too. She's also said time of the year. We talked about it in spring and like fall for her. It's the same with me. I like those seasons because you can have the windows open and just it's nice breeze that comes through. Um, I forget what it is. Like, sort of weird. Definitely not like a cucumber. I didn't think it would be like a cucumber. And Marina does say birthdays count, and so does Brose.
Okay,
So there you
all
go.
right. My birthday's a holiday.
I love Thanksgiving. I love Thanksgiving. Just to have the turkey and the food and everything and be with family and the football on the TV. I love that day. I just do.
As I'm getting older, I'm not as into turkey as I am chicken. I'm noticing, but I grew up watching Asterix and Obelix, and they always had the boar's leg. So I like the drumsticks because every time they hold it up, I'm like, oh, that's so cool. So I always think I'm a part of the cartoon there, the
Nice.
comic.
Awesome. Jose, I love most holidays simply because my whole family gets together and we have a great time. Absolutely. That's when you have families that get together and it's a good time, that's always great. And especially with getting older, I love Christmas time to see like the younger kids get presents and whatnot. Like that's like the coolest thing, especially with my two nephews that I have now. That when it comes Christmas time, they'll be 3 and 2 respectively, and because my one nephew, Caden, his birthday is Saturday, where he turns 2, and then Colton's not until October, I believe. So I just love seeing the reactions and the presents that they get, and I love giving people presents. It's so much fun. Yeah, Marina says Halloween is mine, so no surprise there. Yeah.
My grandfather actually would celebrate the unbirthday because his sister had 12 children,
Mhm.
and that family, and children have children and stuff. So he's just like, okay, whatever. I'm just going to celebrate the unbirthday. So the day after my birthday, he would buy a cake, and then it would say, happy unbirthday to me.
Nice. That's awesome. But I'm sure, especially if they're around the same time too, and the kids, it's there's only 12 months in a year, so I'm sure, when you get in 1 month and there's like 8 birthdays, and people are just like, another one, another one, another one. So I get that. Well, Diz, I'm gonna give you a few minutes here. You can talk to the people, say some parting
Hello,
words,
people.
and some final thoughts and whatnot, and whatever you want to say about Food Force and all that. So take it away.
Food Force is going places. Thank you, everyone, for coming out. Thank you, Wolf. Yeah, I don't know what to say.
Just be
I'm all
yeah.
giggles. I'm a giggly person.
Wolf
I
says
giggle.
see, it was easy, wasn't it?
Half and half. It got better. From the beginning till now, it did get better.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you feel that way. Well, everybody, thank you so much for attending and helping out and showing Diz the love. We really all appreciate it. And that's why we do all this, is because of you guys, to let you guys learn a little bit about everybody we have on the podcast. We have some big things coming up for the channel too, as well, not just for the pod, like Dizzy was saying. A lot more stuff other than Food Force too for these channels, as well as on Mixer too. So believe me, we haven't even reached the surface of what we're going to do with these channels and what SUPforce has going on. Dark Alpha, you love to be on one of the podcasts in the future? Well, guess what? Get level 20 in the server, be active, support everybody, and you too can be a featured creator and then be on this podcast. Every other week is the featured creator, and then the other week we feature a member of the staff team, which we're kind of dwindling down on people in the staff team that we're getting on there. I know we're adding more staff, but we will definitely come up with some other stuff too as well. Because Dark Alpha, one thing you'll hear is you get out of SUPforce what you put into it. So if you're putting in the work and networking with people and talking with them and supporting them, then you'll definitely be noticed and people will want to see you on the podcast. So make sure, everybody, you get out there, show Diz the love. You have Instagram and Twitter, right?
Yep.
So,
And I'm gonna try eventually at some point to stream here on Twitch.
Okay.
So everyone look out for that.
yeah, make sure, everybody, you guys hit her up on her socials. I'm sure somebody will put those all out there. Please get her Twitter, Instagram, and her Twitch page out there.
And TikTok.
And
I've been doing TikTok.
And TikTok, so we can get those all out there so people can support her on those platforms. So make sure you get those in there. And yeah, this has been fun.
Thank you.
I appreciate you making the time and being here with us. And
thank you.
Look forward to great things coming from you in SUPforce, as well as Food Force and as a mod. And we truly love having you here. And
thank you.
As we always say, ladies and gentlemen, remember that happiness is a state of mind, peace, love, and financial security to all. If you're going to have sex, wear a condom, help control the pet population of your pet, spayed or neutered. And remember, as always, stay blessed. Have a great night, everybody.
Thank you.
Great job, Diz.
Thanks.
Did you enjoy yourself?
It got better. I'm still a little high anxiety.
What the? Okay, it's going.
But this was good. It was very good.
Good. I'm glad. Yeah, that's the whole point, Dark Alpha. We always do a crosstalk after. He said he said he can hear you. That's the way all the pods are, buddy. But
thanks, Panic.
I'm so glad that you got to do it and that we finally got this going. And I'm sure everybody loved to hear from you and learn a little bit more about you. You'll still be available for the future creator and get another pod that way too.
Yeah. When we have over 1,000 members.
Yeah.
Get recruiting, everyone. I want to see chefs, content creator chefs.
Absolutely. All right. This episode was brought to you by SUPforce. Guests on the SUPforce podcast receive 2,500 experience points. Remember, #support the support. Oh. Shit, the raid already went through.